BLM speaker exposes the left's plan to wipe out white people. I'm Josh Bernstein filling in for Gary Franchi in the Next News Network. Now, before we get to that story, folks, remember, Next News has been heavily censored, been taken out of suggested videos, so please do us a favor. Make sure that you are still subscribed to the channel, you're getting your notifications, and of course, if you're new to the channel, please check out the newsletter in the description below. Now, let's get to your story here. According to Colin Rugg from Trending Politics Reports, over the weekend during a Black Lives Matter protest in London, a speaker at the event called for the abolishment of the white man, as he said they are the common enemy and that we need to, quote, get rid of them, end quote. The man was addressing a crowd about racial issues, which quickly turned into an anti-Semitic rant where he accused Israel of wanting to, quote, take over everything. Listen to this disgusting clip.
You can't talk about education and you can't talk about black issues and LGBT issues and exclude them as if they're some individual issue. You need to be looking at this using intersectionality, which is a word that, you know, is thrown around, but what does it really mean? It means recognizing that there is one common enemy, the white man. And the systems that they use are capitalism, patriarchy, and fascism. They were created and perpetuated by white men, for white men, in the interest of white men. And once we realize that we're all fighting the same fight, it just strengthens the army. A problem shared is a problem halved. Imagine if we all realized and came together and grouped together. Now, obviously, fighting these issues and addressing them all requires different methods. The way that you approach and change racism is going to be different than how you look at homophobia, and we understand that, but you can't just be out fighting for your own issues. So I'm just going to give you a few things that are happening outside of the country that I really suggest you all go and look at and educate yourself on. If you're not already, find the petitions, sign them. We need to address the situation in Yemen. The 20 million people, mostly children, are living in extreme poverty and hunger and malnutrition, which has only been worsened by the coronavirus crisis. We need to look at Palestine. Recently, I think it was like 3 days ago, every map, whether it's iPhone, Android, Google, have removed Palestine from the maps. So Palestine is still there, okay? Palestine is not gone. As much as Israel wants to take over everything, as much as America is funding them, and that's his issue on its own. We need to address the fact that, you know, all of these groups of people, the issues they face, it all comes from the same people, white men. So we need to get rid of them.
This is absolutely pathetic. These are the people that want to kill white people, okay? It's not going to be, you know, reparations. If anyone thinks that, well, if we just give them reparations that they'll be happy. No, they don't want reparations. They want your blood. They want to spill white blood. And they're not going to be happy until they do it. Well, all I can tell you is I'm proud to be white. Man, I'm white. I got white skin. I got no hair, but I got a white head. I am white. I have no problem with it. I have zero guilt for being white. I love being white. I can't help it, but I love being white. Hell, I eat white bread. Okay, I like white sugar over brown sugar. Does that make me racist too? I have zero white guilt. Zero. And I'm a big, strong proponent, I should say, of the Second Amendment. I am always packing heat. So if anyone out there is going to try to kill white people, I suggest that white people get armed immediately, okay? You are a target, unfortunately. Now, that doesn't mean that every single person that you meet that's black is going to want to kill you, okay? That's not the case here at all. There are many amazing black patriots. I know many of them. I'm friends with a lot of them. But there is also a certain amount of people that truly do want to spill white blood. And you have to be prepared for that. You have to protect yourself. You have to be packing heat. I don't care how you get a gun. I don't care what the state laws state. I've always said, and I'll say it again, the Second Amendment is your gun permit. That's it. It is final. It is finite, and you need to protect yourself. So if they're going to run around, could you imagine if we went around saying that we want to kill black people or Hispanic people or Chinese people or any type of people? I mean, this is such an insane amount of hatred that we are witnessing, unfortunately, and we've got to be prepared for it. We've got to be prepared for it. And one way we can be prepared for it is to absolutely destroy it at the polling stations in 2020. Those are my thoughts. What are yours? Put them down in the comments below. Give us a like, give us a share. Continue to watch the Next News Network. I'm Josh Bernstein, filling in for Gary Franchi. If you want to learn more about me, check out the Josh Bernstein Show on YouTube, now also streaming on Roku TV, and now also on Parler as well. And we'll see you on the next report.
I hope you enjoyed that report. Let's talk about your health now. Collagen makes your skin healthy and gives you a more youthful look. It strengthens hair, nails, teeth, gut health, and so much more. But did you know how you could reap maximum benefits? Well, you have to consume 5 different types of collagen, and that's why consumers are choosing Ageless Multi-Collagen. 1 scoop of this stuff, the Ageless Multi-Collagen, has the scientifically correct proportion of all 5 proteins that you need to maximize your benefits. And as an added bonus, if you order today, they will give you free shipping, free VIP live health, and more. If you order today, you can save up to 51% off of Ageless Multi-Collagen with a 60-day money-back guarantee. So what have you got to lose? Even on empty bags. So go to healthwithgary.com and order today. The link's in the description below. Don't delay. We'll see you at the next report. For the Next News Network, I'm Gary Franchi. Thanks for watching the Next News Network. Tap here to subscribe to the channel to get the latest news and alerts. Tap here to watch our latest breaking news and our top stories. Tap here for our latest featured interviews. And make sure you tap here to get in on the new podcast, the G-Cast, with my wife Angie and I. We'll see you at the next report. For the Next News Network, I'm Gary Franchi.